Hi there, this is Cathryn Dall with Network in Action Eastside. Today I have joining me Bryon Taylor with Barrett Financial. Hi there, Bryon. I'm so excited to have you here with me today.
Thanks for having me on, Catherine. I'm really excited to be part of this.
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, I would love for you to share. Barrett Financial is a mortgage company, but I'd love for you to share a little about your journey because I know you weren't always in the mortgage industry, but kind of tell me a little bit about that story and how you got here today.
Sure. Well, it all goes back to college. I graduated with a degree in geology, went to work for a firm in Kirkland called Associated Earth Sciences, and actually put my degree to use. And then I started reading wealth building books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and some of these others. And then I realized that there was kind of a ceiling on what I could do to earn, and I really wanted to get into real estate. So the very first thing I did was I worked part time as a real estate agent back in the early 2000s. Then realized because of my um, I guess, proclivity for mathematics and numbers, I realized that the finance side of it was more my speed. And so then I ended up getting into mortgages 2005 or six ish. And, went all the way up till the 2008 crash, decided that, oh man, this is really rough. It's ended up pivoting and going into insurance and building an insurance book and built a whole business. But my heart was still in mortgages and I missed it. And I was building a book while also went back to work as a full-time loan officer assistant with a big team and relearned the business from the ground up after the new Dodd-Frank Act was passed at post 2008 and realized, oh my gosh, I can totally do this. And so I decided to take a leap of faith and got my license, passed the test, and sold my book of business and got back into mortgages. And I'll never forget what somebody told me. They said, look, if you lead with a servant's heart, you can never go wrong. And so I feel like this is just a perfect match for me. I can go help people, do right by others, and it's just great.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love hearing that, Bryon. And I'm curious, is there a particular home buyer that you specialize in? Is it new home buyers? Is it people looking for investments? Tell me a little bit about your specialties there at Barrett Financial.
Yeah, we have the full spectrum. We're a broker shop, and so we have roughly 169 wholesale banks that we have relationships with. So I do everything from helping builders secure construction financing for new build projects, anywhere from a custom home all the way up to small short plats and beyond. Work with investors looking to build and expand their investment portfolio. I have a number of investors that are clients of mine. First-time home buyers, but near and dear to my heart and my business partner's heart are VA clients. We both have family who have served in the military, and I think that's an underserved segment. And so we really are trying to put an emphasis on providing education and helping home ownership out for veterans and active military duty.
Oh, that's wonderful. I love that
Yeah.
you don't see too many mortgage brokerages focusing in that area. So that's really cool to hear that you do have that specialty and niche that is close to your heart and your passion.
Yeah, and it's ironic because the VA underwriting is probably the most favorable for clients and the easiest to pass to get into homeownership. And yet we find that a lot of agents are resistant to VA financing, thinking it's harder, but we actually underwrite those faster. They get better pricing. And I mean, it's just all across the board, it's just a way better product for home buyers. So we're just trying to educate. We educate real estate agents, we educate the community, and educate home buyers. And we really believe that education is a foundational principle of what we do.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of education, what is kind of your most important, I guess, tip or piece of advice when someone's going to buy a home and they're looking for a mortgage? There's so many companies and so many people out there. And I think as buyers, we don't always know the differences. So, what's your one tip when someone's going to select that mortgage broker or loan officer that they're going to be working with? What should they be looking for?
Well, I would just interview them, have a phone call, and look for transparency because I believe that the real pros out there are not going to be afraid to show their rates or a loan estimate or a cost estimate. And also, you want to make sure that you have somebody that's willing to be patient with you and listen to you and help you. So, a lot of people, I look at people in our industry, there's basically two types of loan officers. There's the transactional people that want to just get transaction after transaction after transaction to try to make as much money as possible, which there's nothing wrong with that. Then there's the other side, which is the relational side, which is the side I fall on. So I believe in building strong relationships and being a trusted advisor. So if I were in a home buyer's shoes, I would look for a trusted advisor, somebody who's going to be willing to listen to me, give me options, educate me, and then be transparent. Those are 4 critical things.
Thank you for sharing that. I really
Yeah.
appreciate that. And I appreciate your time today. I'm so excited to have you as a part of Network in Action and look forward to your growth and success.
Oh, thank you so much, Cathryn. I'm really excited too. This is honestly, I feel like I'm getting a fresh start because back in 2017, when I got back into the business again, I did this very thing. I just went out and just started helping people with no expectation of anything in return. And I feel like this is a reboot of that by joining your organization.
Wonderful. That's awesome. Well, we're super excited to have you and take care.
Thank you so much, Cathryn.